Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is November the 12th, 2021. We are going to talk about Tom Nash and his recent video of Pinterest. And I wanted to show you all how fundamental analysis or trying to grab some type of newsworthy event to justify price movement is not necessarily to our benefit. So welcome to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. This is the spot, the location to where we give you price predictions based off price and volume alone. We don't talk about news releases, news events, fundamental analysis, technical indicators. Technical analysis is pointless because neither one of us can price it. You cannot put a price on a company's future earnings reports, their earnings release, how much money they're going to be making into the future. You can't price that into the present. So why would you come in and try to utilize that information? Because I'm going to show you an example to where Tom talked about Pinterest about 8 months ago when price was traded seemingly higher, and then now it's trading a lot lower. But the justification as to why he was looking for the price to go up didn't have any impact on Pinterest price of going up. It actually went down. So I'm going to talk about today. Now, if you guys want to see some other perspective, some other techniques that you can utilize to gauge where price is going to go, then keep it locked in here. Hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe here to the channel. All right, so real quick, I want to show you all a video that he did right here. All right, reviewing 5 stocks under $100. This video is still posted here on YouTube, so I'm not just haphazardly just trying to show you some video that never really happened. He actually talked about Pinterest on February the 14th, 2021. You guys can see the price then was trading around $84.04, right? It was. So what we're going to do, I took a little snippet from this video and I want you all to listen to what he was talking about then in February about why he felt Pinterest was going to go up in price, right? So real quick, let's take a listen to see what he said to try to justify why Pinterest was going to go up to $100. So take a quick listen.
Now, the last and fifth company you probably heard of, it's Pinterest. P-I-N-S. It's a funny ticker. $84. I think it's gonna go to 100.
Did you hear that? He said that he felt Pinterest on February the 14th, when this video was uploaded to YouTube, that was gonna go to $100. That's what he said. 100. Okay, cool. Let's see why.
Now, the last and fifth company you probably heard of, it's Pinterest. P-I-N-S. It's a funny ticker. $84. I think it's gonna go to 100 because of the new Shopify partnership.
That's the reason. So there was a new partnership between Pinterest and Shopify. Cool. So you base your price recommendation of seeing Pinterest go to $100 based off a partnership. Okay, no issues. You might be right. You might feel that that's a justifiable reason to see Pinterest go up to $100. Cool. Let's listen.
Essentially, what Pinterest is becoming slowly is kind of an amalgamation of Amazon, some Facebook, some Google. It becomes a trade of all jacks, or jack of all trades, whatever you want to choose. So for me, the Shopify partnership really moves Pinterest into the whole new e-commerce sector where they're going to dominate because of their unique integrations. I see this as a $100 stock. It's currently at 84. I mean, they have about 4% short interest, but I think the consensus is that Pinterest is not done yet. At the very least, it's $100 per share. I'm going to bet on it, and I think a lot of other people will do the same. Now, the last...
Okay, cool. So you heard everything right there. The integration. Pinterest is going to be the jack of all trades. You would expect that. Okay, cool. That might be true. You might be right about Pinterest becoming the jack of all trades and how everyone is betting against how Pinterest, with all of his integrations, with all of his partnerships, that the price could justifiably hit $100, right? You will all think that, okay, cool. At that time, you might have believed it, right? Well, at least 2.1 thousand people who liked the video believed that, yeah, Pinterest could go up. Well, let's look at the price because this video was uploaded on February the 14th. Price, you guys will see, is $84.04. So let's look at the price chart then. Okay, back in that time. So he was looking for Pinterest to go to $100 February the 14th. So let's go ahead and see. This is February the 12th to where the market closed. And he was looking for the price to go up to $100, right? So he was seeing that the value of Pinterest was undervalued 19%. Okay, so at that time, he felt, based off the Shopify partnership with Pinterest, that the market was undervalued by 19% for him to see it hit $100. Now, look at the price. This is what the market has done in Pinterest since that time, since this video was uploaded 8 months ago. And instead of that partnership really justifying the upward progression of movement in Pinterest, it didn't have any impact on the price. In fact, it was null and void. It was negative, right? The price, instead of going up 19%, it went down. Makes you wonder, why would I try to look at news and try to think about partnerships and acquisitions and mergers when it has no impact on the price? In fact, take a look at this article right here. Pinterest launches Shopify partnership. Today, we're launching a new app with Shopify that gives their more than 1 million merchants a quick way to upload catalogs to Pinterest and turn their products into shoppable product pins in just a few clicks. Wow, look at that. Now, this was done May the 7th, 2020. 2020. Tom went ahead and took this information 9 months ago. This is 9 months old from when this video that he produced on YouTube. 9 months that they came out with this partnership. 9 months, May the 7th. So let's look at Pinterest price on May the 7th then, right? So here it is, May the 7th. All the way down here, Pinterest was trading all the way down here. Okay, on May the 7th. When he did his video on February the 12th, that's 349% increase right there off of the Shopify news, right? So if he wanted to play on that Shopify news, he should have did the video back in May, because you could justifiably say that this is the basis as to why Pinterest went up 349%. But instead, he took an article or some type of information and news that were 9 months old and tried to justify a 19% price increase there. You could say that the market was priced in off that news when it first came out in May. Okay, look at that, May the 7th. Here it is. This is where the price was in Pinterest on May the 7th, trading at $18.69. And then you come to where he did his video on February the 14th, which was obviously on the weekend. Price was trading at $84. So the jack of all trades. Okay, cool. Now, again, fundamental analysis, or you trying to grab price off of some type of news release, it doesn't give us any benefit. It doesn't give us any competitive advantage. We have to see what people are doing with their money, and the only way that you can do that is looking at the price and price var and volume. That's the only way. You cannot look at it any other way outside of some type of news, because who could price this? How much is this worth, right? How much is this Pinterest launches Shopify partnership worth in your eyes? I could get 1,000 people to read this title and they'll give me 1,000 different prices, because there's no possible way that we can come to a consensus as to how much is this worth. Obviously, when we look at the price in Pinterest, it was worth from $18 to $88. That's how much that news could possibly be worth, on top of what many people felt was positive catalyst from its earnings release and whatever happened with the company from May to February of the following year. So now, check this out. So he did that video in February of this year, 8 months ago, right? Okay. He also did a follow-on video though. Check this out. This was on November the 3rd. Okay. He did another video on November the 3rd trying to tell us that now Pinterest is 38% undervalued. Wait, hold on. Because 8 months ago, you were saying that Pinterest price was going to hit $100, right? You had your eyes fixed on Pinterest going to $100. At that time, Pinterest was undervalued by 19%, right? Well, now he wants to come out and do a video saying that it's 38% undervalued. I guess that's not following his original price target that he talked about in February, right? Because if you were to take his price target of around $100 in Pinterest to where the market is now, the market is 53, almost 54% undervalued, and bring this up to 100, right? Look at that. So we're about 55% undervalued in the market in Pinterest if you were to follow his video that he did in February, where he was looking for the price target to hit 100. But now he's saying that it's 38% undervalued. This is what I'm saying. Within 8 months, he went from seeing a price target of $100 based off of a Shopify news event to now 38% undervalued from where price was then, which is, you can see it, $44. So he's saying that the price in Pinterest is now 38% undervalued from $44. Well, okay. So let's look at that then. Price in Pinterest at that time when he did the video was around $44, right? So he's saying that it's 38% undervalued. So his price target is around $61, $62 that he's looking for Pinterest to go. So you guys can see how you, even with fundamental analysis, even when trying to look at news and potential mergers and acquisitions and partnerships, you will constantly have to come back and re-justify or reevaluate your stock price target or your stock price recommendation. So what type of competitive advantage do we have by just trying to price those type of events, those type of partnerships and mergers? You can't. So now, we now know, based off his price target back in February, from $100, we're 55% undervalued. Well, he comes in and does an updated video here when Pinterest is now literally cut in half from when he did his prior video, which is $84. It is now trading at $44 when he did this video. He's trying to tell us now that it's 38% undervalued. Take a look at this. He also tries to use tip ranks, analysts, and their price target, price recommendations as a reason as to why Pinterest is 38% undervalued. Look at this, $63.89. This is where he's getting his 38% undervalued from. And then he tries to go into, these are the analysts right here. Now take a look at this analyst right here, Lloyd and John. They did a price target 6 months ago, probably around the time when Tom uploaded this video to YouTube. Their price target was $102.90. Look at this one, Brian from Wells Fargo, $85. Every last one of them got their price target, price recommendation wrong. Now, what reason did they give to have their price target at $102.90.85? Was it the same reason that Tom said in February, the Shopify partnership? Is it because of all the integration that they were doing for their company? Is it because they're becoming the jack of all trades? I mean, literally, think about that question. What's the reason as to why they gave that price target? Because obviously, they would have to reevaluate. Well, there's nothing wrong with reevaluating the price. If you see the market changing, cool, go ahead and do it. But at least provide some update and say, yeah, I didn't get that right. I was suspecting that the Shopify partnership was going to bring Pinterest price to $100, but it didn't do it. So again, the premise of this video is to show you, why would I try to price? Why would I try to give a stock price target on information that no one can agree on the price? And then you have this here, a spreadsheet to where you trying to give hypothetical situations to justify why you think Pinterest is 38% undervalued. Look at this. So his average price is right here, $61.38 off of his information. Now, if he would have used the same spreadsheet, okay, in February of this year, if he was to take the same information, his price target would be different. So you will constantly have to come in and re-input information on the spreadsheet to justify your price target. Because if he used this information back in February, or he re-entered the information that he had available then in February, his price target would not be below $61. Because he was looking for it to go up 20%. Remember, he was looking for it to go to 100. So he would have manipulated his spreadsheet here to show you why he felt Pinterest was going to hit $100. this is exactly what he did here on this video. He manipulated the numbers to justify his $61 price target to go in line with what those analysts were predicting as well. Now again, you focus in on the price and what price is doing. People speak every time they come into the market, whether it's a regular retail trader, whether it's a big hedge fund, a financial institution, whenever they put on a position, whether it be buying position or a sell position, you can see their footprints and you can actually gauge as to what the consensus is based off price and price only. So if Pinterest is to go down, right, he will come back in and do another price target, re-enter some numbers here on this spreadsheet to show where his new price target is. So again, what competitive advantage do we have? The only competitive advantage that we have is for us to focus in on this price chart. That is the only thing. You guys can see that we even did a video on Pinterest on November the 5th. Instead of us looking for the price to go up 38%, we're looking for the market and Pinterest to go down. Now you could go back and look at our video, right? We're not talking about their future earnings release reports, revenue estimates, EBITDA, you know, tax after earnings, none of that, because we can't price it. We're not even looking at articles and talking about partnerships because you can't price it. Because if that was the case, then Pinterest would be $100 based off what Tom talked about in February. So now, it's up to you though. You might be a fundamental analysis trader. You might be. But what advantage do you have? I've seen it too often to where people try to gauge price off of what they read or off of what they hear. And it continues to go awry. It continually goes wrong. Because Tom did that video on February the 12th, right? That price or his prediction is now down 46% since that video. So now he has to come back in and try to give you another reason to say why price is going to go up. Why did he come in and say, I'm expecting the price in Pinterest to go down, and this is the reason why I'm looking for the market to go down? Many of these YouTubers only see the market one way, and that's up. They don't come in and show you, okay, I'm looking for this stock to go down. Because when you think about a company's earnings, okay, think about this. There's a reason why they always try to pursue the future earnings to be positive or higher than what it is currently or what it was in the past, right? You never see a company come out with a future earnings release that is less than what they're anticipating to happen. Why? Because it's going to dwindle their credibility. It's going to dwindle that they're actually making money or revenue and that they're actually bringing shareholder value. So they have to come in and give you, you know, the bells and whistles. They got to come in and give you the best outlook so that they can continue to elevate the value of their company. So when you come in and plug in all these numbers, you're going to try to pursue it in a way that is positive from where price currently is. Because if Tom was to come in and use this spreadsheet, if he said that the market was overvalued, then where would price be then when he did a video in April? Right? So that's it. I really wanted to just show you all how fundamental analysis, how grabbing some type of news article is not no basis. It doesn't give us a competitive advantage as to seeing where price is headed. This is a clear example to where you trying to grab some information to justify your price target of reaching a certain number is not right. The market, instead of being strong, went down. Instead of being a jack of all trades, it went down. Instead of all the integration that Pinterest is trying to do, the price went down. And then as time went on, right, from February to now, all of those analysts that Tom talked about that he showed on this video, right, that he went ahead and showed on this video, they will have to come back in and reevaluate their price target too. Now they're going to come in and give you some type of reason, another idea, another type of news article, another thing that wasn't relatively available then as to why they say price is going to go to a certain level, right? It always keep on your toes, right? So now what's the reason as you've seen price in Pinterest going up? It wasn't the Shopify. So now what is it? And you guys are going to continue running around confused because you're not noticing that price doesn't react on that information that these fundamental analysis people try to garner. It doesn't react that way. So you guys can see what we have. If you guys want to see what we talked about, go back and listen to our video on November the 5th. I just wanted to come in, not bashing Tom. I just want you all to see as an example how fundamental analysis, how using news, and how trying to use technical indicator technical analysis doesn't benefit us. We need to come up with a way that we have a competitive advantage in the market. And the competitive advantage that we stand on here on this channel is just look at the price and look at the volume and see where we're going. You don't have to use all that information because you're going to end up getting yourself a headache and going to figure out, okay, why am I always losing? Because if a lot of people who saw Tom's video here on February the 14th and they reacted on him looking for Pinterest to go up 19%, well, they're down 55% right now. And for them to go up to where they broke even at in Pinterest on February the 14th, right? The market would have to increase. Check this out. The market would have to increase almost 90%. We will have to see the market in Pinterest go up another 90% for us to just break even from where price is now. 90%, 87, 88%. We'll have to see the market go up in Pinterest just to break even. Now, given that we will have to see the market in Pinterest go up another 88% just to break even if we were to react on his recommendation of seeing Pinterest go up to $100, right? What type of news would you give to say, okay, we can see the market increase in Pinterest 88% because of another integration that they have with Microsoft, who knows, with Google, who knows. Let's say they're going to buy out Facebook or Meta. Is that a justifiable reason to see price go up 88%? That's what I'm saying. You will always be playing the back end of these markets. You will always be reactionary rather than being proactive because you're trying to grab onto, okay, what can I use to see the price go up 88%? I need to say, oh, this could be it. And then let me go ahead and put out a video and say, this is the reason why I'm looking for Pinterest to go up 88%. And then people will believe you, right? Most people would say, okay, cool, that sounds logical. It's not out the realm that we can't see it happen. Let me go ahead and do it then. Let me go ahead and put it in a buy, right? When the whole time the market was telling us that the market is weak, right there. So I'm done. If you guys want to learn more about just looking at the price and the volume, make sure you keep it locked in here. Hit that subscribe button. We're not going to make this complicated. Okay. So let me know your thoughts. I know you got some ride or die Tom people out there who like to ride with Tom, but hey, this ain't no bashing. I'm just here to show you all the fundamental analysis. Grabbing articles does not give you a justifiable reason as to why price is going to go up. It's just not. So hit me up. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.